Well, hello everybody. This is Mr. Palomine, your secondary math specialist. I'm going to be going over something for a variable with the variable on both sides is a standard 8.8c. Ties into a little bit with standard A5a. All right. I wrote the wrong number there, so I'm going to erase that. It is A588c because I said the word A, so I wrote an A. Let's see here. C. And then 8.5a for Algebra 1. 8.8c is this one. It just stays real straightforward. Letter, 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 letter on either side of the equation, and you go. A5a will throw maybe this at you. And that's it, right? They'll throw the distributive property at you. A little extra. So I'm going to model what's called concrete to pictorial to abstract. So this video's going to take a little bit using algebra tiles. If you're not a fan of algebra tiles, if you're a teacher, you don't like using algebra tiles, please just ask, make an effort to learn how. TA's kind of been hint bombing at the use of them within state testing for a while. Pandemic kind of slowed everything down, but that's over, right? So they're kind of going, they're resetting everything, kind of revisiting it. So, and also it does help our kids who struggle with learning math conceptually see what's happening here. This is very symbolic for a lot of our students. They have no clue what's going on. So you show them with the tiles and they kind of see it better. Had even my honors course, I had an honors kit one time told me, oh, I finally get to see what we're doing, right? This is what this abstract looks like. They understand how to do this, but they understand why. So this kind of helps with the why. They're a nice little tool to use. Why not use them? So I'm representing the three x's as my 3b, as my variable. And I could have just renamed them b. And there's three of them. So what this means is there's three b's or three x's. Minus 4 means my negative 4. I'm going to use this little line here as my represent my equals, because this side equals this side. B is my x, plus 2 is my positive 2. I go back to this balance scale. I'm using Polypad, for example. And what we have here is an equation. This side equals this side. So if I drop this blue weight over here, I need to drop the same blue weight on this side to keep everything equal. If I put in 2 stars on this side, I need to do what to this side? Put 2 stars on this side, right? Say I remove the blue weight. Well, I had to remove this blue weight as well on the right side to keep everything balanced out. And that's pretty much the concept of equations, right? And that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to keep everything balanced and try to figure out what one of these x equals to. So let's go ahead and do the abstract first, and then I'll do the picture and just do the concrete first, and I'll do the picture and the abstract together. In some other examples, I might just do concrete abstract only. I have found in the years of teaching that I can't skip the concrete. The concrete has to be there. I've gone from concrete to abstract in my accelerated math courses simply because of time. So what I want to do here is I'm going to do it my way. The book, by the way, has a little different. They do the x's first. I teach my kids to do the constants first. So what does that mean for me? Well, that means I want to remove this minus 4 on this side. So what I do here is I find its opposite, which are plus 4s. And each value, this 1 and this negative 1, will cancel each other out. They're called zero pairs. And hopefully you've taught your kids on adding and subtracting integers that's what happens when you add and subtract integers. But notice I just added 4 to one side. I added 4 to this side, which means I need to add that same 4 to the other side of the equation to keep everything balanced out, right? So my Polypad didn't work the way I wanted it to there. Move everything out of the way, move it out of the way. There you go, thank you. And so I added 4 to this side and 4 to this side. Okay, so to keep everything balanced out. So what happens on this side? Well, my integers will zero out, and they're done. They're out of there. Okay. Over here in the abstract, that's a plus 4. That's the plus 4 on this side. But I'm going to model here with a picture. I want the x's on the left side, so I need to remove this x on this side. A lot of the moves here is that, hey, they're both the same color, right? They're both positive. You just take one out and take one out. But I need to remember I'm thinking abstract as well at some point. So why does that work? Well, because I'm going to really add a negative x to each side. That's that minus b that's going to happen later over here. So I add a negative x over here, which will cancel this guy out. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Now they're gone, and they're gone. So now I have 2x equals to 6. So the next step, our last step, would be division. And the way we model division, this actually is a second grade TEK. This happens in second grade. I think it's 2.6b. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of remember my lower grade level standards. So what we do here is we're going to separate into equal groups. So I got two guys sharing six apples, whatever, or two people sharing 6 pieces of candy. So boom, you get one, 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 you get one. So each X gets 3 ones, and there's my answer. And this videos will be YouTube videos made public, so you can share it with your students. Mom and dad need help with this kind of stuff, you can share it with your parents, and you're good to go. So X equals to 3. We can always check it. 3 times 3 minus 4 is 9 minus 4 is going to be 5. Over here, 3 plus 2 is 5, so 5 equals to 5. I have the right answer. That's it. That's using algebra tiles to solve for a variable. It's almost impossible to get the wrong answer. So now, real quick, again, these videos will be a little longer. Longer than I like to make them, but I think in one shot it should be good to go in order to fit for room, just for room purposes, right? How much can I fit in a presentation and things like that. So over here, what I did first, if you guys remember, I added the 4 to both sides. What I do to one side, I do to the other. Over here, it looks like this, plus 4. And I do the picture and abstract together. Plus 4. This side will cancel. It means negative 4 plus 4 will also cancel. I bring down my 3b equals 2. Bring down my b. 2 plus 4 is 6. And that's what I like about using the pictorial models and the algebra tiles, because our kids struggle here. So when they get the wrong answer here, I can refer back to the tiles or to their picture. All right, so then I do this. I bring down the 3x. These are my x's, by the way. And I bring down my x, or my b in this case, right? And then I bring down my 1s. I kind of already have them set up, right? Well, and the next move will be to subtract that b on both sides. Have that conversation. It's just 1b. This is really 3 minus 1 gives me 2b. Bring down your 6, right? So when I add that negative x to both sides, this will cancel and these will cancel. That's what's going on here, because it's a subtraction, right? That gives me 2b. That's what I have right here. So now I'm going to set it up. The 2b's here, and then each one will get how much? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. X equals to 3 again. Or b equals to 3, right? We're solving for b. Either way, we know what the variable is. Here, that move looks like this. You subtract the 2 on both sides. B equals to 3. Remember, this is not canceled. This divides into 1. And that's it. That's going from concrete to pictorial to abstract. It's conceptually taught. Our kids, if you start with algebra tiles, move on from algebra tiles to picture, and so on. When our kids get to the abstract, it's a lot easier for them. You'll find yourself, not having to help out so many students with it. Stay with the algebra tiles until a student doesn't need them anymore, and they'll let you know when. And you'll have a nice high success rate with this. And if you're a student watching this, hope this video helped you out as well.